I work as a warehouse manager. KPIs, key performance indicators, is a value used to monitor and measure achievements. But when you set up a KPI, you have to make sure that they are achievable. For instance, in my warehouse, I usually set a standard whereby we can offload a truck with 1,000 bags of rice in a given period using the available resources. Make sure that we don't use more of the resources to achieve little goals per day. A good example is we have 1,000 bags of mixed products which we have to offload within 8 hours. But what we have, the resources we have is 2 manual staffs. We have 2 manual staffs which are employed by the organization. Then we have a sack truck, but the sack truck can only carry 2 loads at a time. And we have, making it a total of 90 sacks per hour. Remember that we have 1,000 bags, which we have to offload for 8 hours. To handle the task, the 2 employees will take 11.11 hours. That one will not, with that one we will not achieve the goal we've set for the day. So how do we supplement the remaining 3.11 hours? For us to achieve that, we will have to get to hire 2 casual laborers, which we will use an extra sack truck. Since our 2 employees can achieve this task in 11.11 hours, the 3.11 hours that adds on top will be achieved by the 2 manual staffs, which will work at the same rate, but they will only work for 3.11 hours to make sure that they cover that remaining balance. The 2 employees will work for the whole day. That means that they'll achieve their 8-hour work rate per day as set by the organization.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
So how does this help you with your warehouse planning? How does this help you manage your warehouse if you have this type of information?
When I have this type of information, first of all, it will make me understand the kind of planning I need to do. It will make my planning easier, since I will have to understand what resources will I need to accomplish a particular task.
Okay, super. Let me ask you about something else, something that is talked about a lot. It's called benchmarking. Do you understand what benchmarking is and how it can help an organization?
Benchmarking to me is to evaluate or check by comparison. That's according to my understanding, according to my own personal understanding. A good example is that during our recent visit to the ICRC regional warehouse, I noticed a few things that are not, I noticed a few things that my house and my warehouse are not to that particular standard. For instance, their own security measures are too high, whereby I see that when I go to such a standard, I could have achieved a lot compared to what I have currently in my warehouse. Because their warehouse is mounted by CCTVs. That means that theft is not easy compared to mine, which I have to use my own naked eyes. And sometimes, when you can just blink and open up your eyes, then something goes missing. It's hard to track. Another thing I noticed with ICRC warehouse is that their firefighting equipments are placed to a strategic points whereby nothing blocks the way to the fire extinguishers. When I compare it with my warehouse, whereby we have some pallets on the way, it's hard to fight fire when even your fire extinguishers are not easily accessible. So that one to me makes it a very good benchmark, and yeah, I have to reach to that standard.
So
Yeah.
So for your example of benchmarking, a couple of examples there. One was theft, so financial reward to the organization.
Yeah, you know, theft means that you're losing money. And for you to make sure that you get a long-term solution, that means that you have to invest a little bit more to make sure that you standardize.
And the firefighting side of it, benchmarking against that, will achieve what?
Safety comes first for your own staff and for all goods that are in the warehouse. Even though we don't experience much more incidents of fire in the warehouse, but you don't take it slightly. I mean, that can be catastrophic. It can make you lose everything. I mean, what you just need here is get your staff, do some little arrangements, and it will be accessible. And that will save you much more compared when you leave it like that.
So excellent. Thank you very much.